Boy, I hope this is going to be a wiener. I'm having a craving for corn dogs. It's the end of summer. That would make sense. So I looked in the freezer and I thought, Grandma, what's for dinner? So this is a what's for dinner vlog. And what I found was some mild Italian sausage links. They have 1 gram of carb per sausage link if you fry it, and I don't plan on frying it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to boil it and then pour the water off, so it'll probably have even less carbs. But let's just count it at 1, and here we go. I put all 5 of the sausages in about this much water. I don't know if you can see it. It's just not quite over the top of them. And I have added 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. That'll sweeten it up a little bit and also helps as a like a softening agent for the meat. And we're just going to stick it on high over here and boil those for about 20 minutes or until they're done. Cut one in half if you have to make sure it's not bloody in the middle. Now we're going to go ahead and make the cornbread. The cornless cornbread. Is that too corny? I'm going to cheat here a little bit because you're going to have to go back if you haven't seen my low-carb ketogenic noodle recipe. And these I have had here since then. And I'm going to use my low-carb dehydrated ketogenic noodles that I have, and they keep for a long time. And I am going to crush them up in my mixer. Alright, I ended up with about a full cup of the ground up ketogenic low-carb egg noodles that I dehydrated. If you go back and watch that show, I think I listed the ingredients at the bottom, so you won't have to like watch the whole thing and get bored out of your mind unless you just want to watch the whole thing, and then I won't argue with you at all. Okay, to this I'm going to add some protein powder. The Isopure whey protein isolate, which has 0 carbs. I'm going to put in a little less than half a cup, a very shy half cup is what I'm going to do. So that's 1 cup of the noodle powder, half a cup of the isolate powder, and my favorite, we're going to put in a half a cup of Psyllium Husk fiber. Oh, this is going to be so good for us. It's going to make us go, go, go. To these powdered ingredients, I am going to add 5, count them, 5 beaten eggs. But not before I add a full teaspoon of baking powder. I always forget to mention that. If I'm baking, just assume I put baking powder in it, baking soda, something to make it rise. Absolutely. And I'm also going to put into this, even though my noodles are seasoned, I'm going to add a little more salt and pepper. You could put garlic, you could put anything you wanted in here for seasoning for your cornbread, for your non-corny cornbread. For me, it's going to be a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, maybe a lot of pepper, because that's just the way I like it. Okay, and since I'm the only one eating this, so here we go. Let's put our eggs in. We may have to add a little cream to this if the eggs aren't enough. And I am happy to do that. Or water if you want it, if you don't want to put so much heavy cream in things. And yes, we're definitely going to do that because that isolate's in the, well, it's the psyllium husk fiber that really soaks up the juice. All right, hang on. I think I'm going to go with a little bit of water. Cup of water, because it was really dry. Water was quicker and easier than getting the cream back out. I even think it could use a little more water. I want to see this sort of a, it is a cornbread consistency right now. I'd like to see it, oh no, maybe not. Yeah, we're coming along. The more I stir, the better it gets. There you go. Okay, I think that is a really nice consistency for cornbread. Now, I'm going to spray my little pans that I just love. You can spray them with anything you want. I just happen to have my coconut oil here. Not silicone, but silicon. The silly silicons. Might even put a little bit of the butter flavored in there. Pans, if you don't have them, then just put this into a bread pan and then sink your hot dogs or your brats into them. That's what I'm going to do here. I was trying to get 6 of them. I might have one of them just a little bit shy there. Maybe I'll rob from Peter to pay Paul. There we go. There's the money shot on the brats. Oh, look how they've plumped up. No, they smell so good. Most of the water's evaporated out of them. I'm going to cut one open, make sure it's done, and then we're going to sink them in this gorgeous non-cornbread mixture. I have cut these open and found out they are done. We're going to push them down in there. I'm going to have an extra, because I cannot count and I am so mathematically challenged, I am going to end up with an extra non-cornbread cornbread. And that's okay. We're going to push those down in so that it squishes up on the sides. As a matter of fact, that might even be a good idea. We could wrap it around there and use this extra one over here if we wanted to cover them completely. I'm going to use, I have some melted butter over here. Well, it's butter and coconut oil because I was doing another recipe. And I think I will brush these with some melted butter just because I can and get more fats, more good fats in there. Oh, yeah. All right, I'm going to finish doing this. I'm going to stick them in the oven, 375, your standard cooking temperature. And I'm going to keep them there for, I think, half an hour at least, and then we'll check and see if they're puffy and golden and look like they're done. Woohoo! Look at that goodness. I call that done, baby. Oh, he looks so delicious. I cannot wait to try this. This has cooled down a little bit. I may end up burning myself. Mmm. Hot. Felt like a dragon blowing fire there for a minute. But wow, that is good. So yeah, I think we have a wiener. I'm going to put a little of my Carolina style barbecue sauce on there, I think, and go enjoy. If you want to try this, you enjoy too. I think with hot dogs it would be really good, but it's extra good with the brats. Have a beautiful day. I love you all. Thanks for tuning in. Be good to each other. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to. And keep up with the insanity. Love y'all. Bye-bye.